How to become a millionaire real estate investor. Are you ready to become a millionaire and you heard that real estate is the #1 way to wealth? Well, it really is. There's some simple ways that you can become a millionaire real estate investor. There's a few steps that you need to follow. Most people won't share all the secrets, but in this video, I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know. Let's go.
Noel. Yeah, she can fix that. If you gotta get it done, no, you need to do it better. Well, she can fix that. Yeah, she can fix that. Investment to get back, trying to get a big stack. She can fix that. Let's fix that.
In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 easy ways that you can become a millionaire real estate investor in less than a year. I'm going to share with you some simple steps that you can follow to increase your wealth personally and financially. And last but not least, I'm going to share with you the thing that you need to avoid if you truly want to build wealth this year. So the first thing that you need to know, there are 3 different ways to become a millionaire. Obviously, you can have $1 million and you are a millionaire. That is a millionaire by cash. If you have $1 million in the bank, boom, you're a millionaire. This is probably the hardest way to become a millionaire, but that is the first way. The second way is to become a millionaire by income. In other words, you can earn $1 million per year. So if you earn $83,333.33 every month, then you would earn $1 million and you are a millionaire. This to me is probably a better way to become a millionaire because it is earning money every single month. And again, you don't want all of your money all at one time because usually that's how you lose it. But if you have a way to earn money every single month, especially $1 million per year, that's a great way to become a millionaire. The last way to become a millionaire is by assets. And that is really how most people become a real estate millionaire. You can literally have properties that equal up to equity of $1 million. So for example, if you have 5 properties and each of them were worth $200,000 each, you would then be a real estate millionaire. Literally having $1 million worth of assets is probably one of the best ways to become a millionaire because again, you don't have all of the money and then it's just going down and down and down every single day. You literally have real estate in this example that is going up in value over time. So even if you have a property, like I said, 5 properties that are worth $200,000, most likely in a year or 2, they're worth even more. So your wealth has grown even more. So becoming a real estate millionaire is probably the best way to become a millionaire. And you can actually do it with just a few properties. You don't need a massive portfolio. So let's talk about how you get it done. So the best way to become a real estate millionaire is to own real estate. I know, I get it. I know that I kind of said that before, but you have to understand, if you own real estate, you have a tangible asset that you literally can leverage, meaning you can do cash out refinances, you can do blanket mortgages and pull some of that money out. You can even take loans out on the property without them even being the collateral, literally just having the property, showing that you own them. In many cases, people will lend to you even more money and you can even grow your wealth even further. But another great thing about real estate that I already mentioned was that it is an appreciating asset. So unlike cars or other things that we buy like clothes and purses and shoes that go down in value, real estate, statistically speaking, will go up in value over time. So even if you have property that's worth this amount, if you just kept it and really didn't even do anything too much to it, it would be going up in value over time and be worth even more. But like I said, the fact that you can leverage that property, meaning you can borrow against it, it actually allows you to get access to that cash and you can even get even more rental properties just by having a few rental properties that has some equity in it. So this is amazing. So let's talk about how you would get started even if you have no money at all. Deal compounding. Deal compounding is an easy way to become a real estate millionaire. It is what I've done, and this is what I was taught by my coach to become a real estate millionaire, which I am today. But I literally started from nothing. I was bankrupt, I was broke, I had bad credit, no job, no money when I started investing in real estate, and that is why I started at the lowest rung of deal compounding, which is wholesaling. Wholesaling is when you find real estate and you get it under a contract and you assign those contracts to someone else for a fee. It's a very common and simple practice that has been around in real estate for over 100 years. Literally, people have been wholesaling real estate for years and years. It's just that most of us did not know that we could do it or how to do it. But it is very simple because you will do something that's very easy, which is marketing. You literally will market to people that are in distress, like people that are behind on their mortgage payments, or people that are in bankruptcy, or people that are going through a divorce, or maybe someone died and it's in probate, things like that. You will market to those people, and in many cases it's absolutely free because it's public records. You will send them letters saying that you are looking to buy properties for cash, send them letters, get them under contract, and then flip those contracts for a fee, usually $5,000, to a real estate investor. This is literally how Noelle Randall got started investing in real estate the correct way. Before I was in my parents' basement, I literally was flipping houses, and I started real estate investing flipping houses, and that was a big mistake. Starting with wholesaling actually will allow you to find distressed property, and you will practice and learn how to find people that are in distress and get those people under contract. This will be a very, very valuable tool once you start fixing and flipping, and once you get into rental properties, which is the second and third step in deal compounding. Like I said, the first step is wholesaling. So now let me tell you how you would get into the second and third step using the skills that you learned in step 1. Step 2 is fixing and flipping. When you are doing deal compounding, many of us will start with wholesaling, and then we will go to fixing and flipping. Now, the reason why you will start with wholesaling is because you literally can start with no money and bad credit. You literally can just find people, again, market to them, and then get them under contract and then flip those contracts to someone else. Meaning you never will close on those properties. You never have to get financing from a bank. You never have to show your tax returns or bank statements or any of those things. You literally just have to market to people that are already in distress, get them under contract, and then flip those contracts to an investor. But once you get to step 2, which is fixing and flipping, you should have made profits in step 1. So when I was wholesaling properties, I did 13 wholesale deals by myself before I ever got back into fixing and flipping. Literally, I was able to make over $60,000 wholesaling properties while living in my parents' basement. Then when I got into fixing and flipping, once I got a job, I graduated from college, etc., then I was able to get a hard money loan, and then I was able to fix and flip. But using the skills that I had learned in step 1, wholesaling and finding people that were in distress, I now was able to fix and flip at a much higher profit. So instead of doing it the wrong way by finding a real estate agent and finding properties that needed renovations, now I use those same skills from wholesaling, which was marketing to people with property problems. Then instead of flipping those contracts, I just kept the contract, got the hard money loan myself, and I fixed and flipped properties my own self because I had got them at a great price. This is the key to actually making a lot of money in fixing and flipping, and why Noelle Randall is always telling you to stop watching all of those HGTV shows, because in many of the cases, all they talk to you about is the renovation. That's what the whole show is about, because that's what's entertaining. But as a real estate investor, that is not where the deal is made. The deal is made by finding properties at a discount. That way, even if you mess up on the fix and flip a little bit or you go over budget, you got the property at a discount, so you actually have more profits available to you. Now you can find a contractor, you can have a budget, and now you actually have the best part where you can make a lot of money. Fixing and flipping is one of the most profitable things that you can do in real estate investing. In fact, the average profit on a fix and flip is over $65,000. Literally, you can look this up. This is not just Noelle Randall telling you things. So just think about it. If you could do a wholesale deal and you make $5,000 for each deal, but you do a fix and flip deal and you make over $65,000, just say the average profit was 65, so you just make 65,000, you literally was able to do just one deal and make all that money that it would have taken you to do 12 wholesale deals. Step 3, rental properties. Rental properties is going to be the way that you literally become a millionaire. Yes, you will make lots of cash flow wholesaling properties and even doing fixing and flipping. But in none of those cases are you actually keeping the real estate long term. So if you really want to become a millionaire real estate investor, you are then going to do step 3, which is rental properties, meaning you are going to keep properties for 2 to 5 years. So you'll still do what you did in step 1, which was finding people that were having property problems. You still may even do number 2, where you fix and flip the property a little bit, where you fix it, you renovate it, and you change out the flooring and you paint. But then step 3 with rentals, you're literally going to get a tenant in that property so that they can start paying the mortgage. This way you have all 3 aspects of real estate investing that we call the golden trinity, which the golden trinity are the 3 main reasons that real estate investing is the #1 investment. The first one being cash flow, the second one being equity, and the third one being appreciation. When you have rental properties, you actually get all 3 of those things. And once you have a portfolio of just 5 or 10 properties, you literally are a real estate millionaire. That's the key. I would love to see you in person, and I am having an event that I want to invite you to. Go to noelrandall.com/events and come to my next event. I literally have dedicated myself to doing live in-person classes, either virtually online or in person, that you can come to, and you can get tickets right now. Go to noelrandall.com/events and get tickets to my next class. I am teaching you, I have these great classes, and I can work with you and partner with my actual students. So if you come to my class, you literally are in our network, and you can start submitting properties and being a partner with Noel Randall Coaching and all of the investors that I have amassed over the following years. That's noelrandall.com /events. Noel, Noelle, Randall, RANDALL.com /events. EVENTS. Go to noelrandall.com /events right now and get your tickets, because these events sell out quickly. I just want to make sure that you have all of the resources, all of the tools, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noel. To your success.